New fight mechanic Strikers is entering into the game in January. Hello everybody, welcome to a brand new video. This one is going to be going over what is dropping next month. Now, very strangely, Kabam have decided, and I guess this is around like the holiday period, and maybe like Kabam employees are going to be taking some time off. So therefore, a lot of stuff for January is already being pre-built, and therefore they decided to announce like a week earlier than normal the kind of release of information of what's happening in January. Now, if you've seen the Shindig of Champions video, link of which is in the description down below, it does feature Sauron, which you can see on screen right now. Not much when it comes to like, I don't know, champion abilities, but also there's a Toad, there is Toad. So in the Shindig video, there is like a bit of a break-in, and like some characters get to like sneak into the background, which is like, there we go, there's Toad just on screen right now. And you're like, oh, Toad, yes, very good. So Toad and Sauron are the kind of teased champions, which will probably be in the game for January. All very exciting, and I'm very much looking forward to that. Sadly, there's no information about champion spotlights, and I can imagine they'll come out in the next kind of like weeks or so. I'll probably do a comic book history / comic book abilities type video, a double thing next week. I just wanted to hold off a little while just in case Kabam announce any other stuff, but so far, well, nothing when it comes to like anything embargoed. This was the only thing that's been embargoed. So let's kick off with what's going down the quest-wise. It is going to be a weekly opening quest, a similar thing this month. There's difference of what's going to be drops. There's a 4-path thing, and there's things called compasses, which unlock quests, which will require like red, blue, yellow, green compasses to unlock all 4. So this is giving me some vibes similar to the Shang-Chi Tournament of the 10 Rings, similar thing, where you kind of went on your different paths, and you had to get certain things for doing objectives to unlock the paths in order to kind of go and 100% the side event. So yeah, so that's kind of like what it is. So that hopefully kind of puts people in the picture if they want to learn about like, oh, has this something that's similar been done in the past? Yes, Kabam have done definitely something like this in the past, but it looks like it's a little bit more simplified this time, with all compasses work for all difficulties. Feel free to use them on any difficulty you want, so you can do all the difficulties, which seems to be like good. That means there's going to be quite a bit on offer. And here are the various different ways that you can get some of the compasses. So the compass is available in inbox on January 5th. That's the red one. And then some of the others are from doing different types of milestones and grind. So yeah, there's lots of opportunities to pick up the compasses from doing different things. There's objectives, there's not milestones, there's solo events. So there's different opportunities. And there's a whole host of different rewards. It does look like there's some good amount on offer. Well, I have to kind of dissect this in maybe a separate video, just to kind of go like, here's the full rewards breakdown of totals. Especially if you go by like what happened in December, all those predictions of, not predictions, but all those totals I did, like everything kept changing because Kabam liked to kind of add secret things that we just don't know about, which is good. It kind of keeps us pretty excited about what's going to drop. But from a point of like, you know, budgetary things and going like, okay, will I have enough for this? Do I want to do this? How much will I have after this? It's not indeed the case, but it looks like there's some nice stuff on say 6-star signature stone crystals on offer for those that do legendary. So at least to say that's something, again, relatively positive. I just thought I'd just do some quick calculations. I thought maybe I won't do like another video breaking down the rewards, because it's not as like massive as obviously December is. So you get 6-star wise from doing legendary 5,250 shards, 6-star shards, and then if you do the epic difficulty as well, it's only on the last quest right here that you get 1,000 additional. So that's going to be, you know, 6,250 total from this. So it's not a huge amount. There's a large amount of 5-star shards available for those that do the epic difficulty, but it's not something like too substantial, especially if you look at like the tier 5 class catalyst, which is you get 2% there. And then after that one, that's just it. And then you get the end point, which is the 10% tier 5, which is actually pretty nice. Oh, and another one there. So you do get like what you normally get. It's nice to see the 10% ones there, just to kind of go like, okay, well, you know, 10% is a little bit larger chunk at, was it 4,500 fragments? So I need to say, like, if you're looking to get something, an opportunity to hopefully get more of one specific one, you know, you get a bigger whack of it, which is a little bit better. The only other things are the gold. Looks like there's a larger amount of gold, which is, again, good. Like, a lot of players do require a lot of gold, especially if you don't do things like arena and incursions and things like that. And let's face it, after the gifting event, you're probably going to be stacking on gold, like a huge amount of gold. Tier 5 basics wise looks good. Tier 2 alpha, I think a lot of it's just the same as like an average month. And do bear in mind, you know, coming off of the hype of December, it's going to be a case that you won't see like a huge amount of volume. But yeah, if you want to grind out all of them, it's still good. Even like the Master and Heroic for those that do it, and that may be a case of auto-fighting it by the end of it. Providing, again, you can do all difficulties, which I think it reads that you can be able to do. So that's good. It's just a case whether or not you're interested with the rewards that is on offer. But I'm sure that, you know, Kabam will add some mysterious thing that you kind of wouldn't expect to be added in. So, yeah, I mean, look out for that. So the big thing about my coverage on this video, and as well, like, you know, Kabam doing stuff, is following on from the route mechanic, getting something entered into a side quest. And also we saw Craven being the December champion. We are now going to see Strikers come into 2022. And I'm really excited about this. Strikers was something that, you know, was first pitched to us, and I was like, okay, is this going to be any good? Especially because on screen right now, this is a GIF of Strikers in action, which does look pretty sick. This is something that came from a test bed of Marvel Contest of Champions back a long time ago. And the dynamic of this, it doesn't really kind of show much, because can one striker come in and give abilities? To a degree, yes, and to a degree, no. I think back here, when this was being kind of pitched and worked on, it may be a case of going, okay, well, you get maybe some abilities, some not. I mean, in this particular example, Bishop has got some elements of Gambit's abilities, which you can see right up here. And whether or not that will stack on to kind of give, you know, more potency is going to be another thing. I also thought that I read something in a dev diary that Strikers and Relics were meant to go hand in hand. So whether or not, again, that's something that comes in line with all that. But in a nutshell, in a fight, by pressing a new button above the special attack button, each striker has a different effect that they will apply to the attacker or the defender depending on the striker. When you summon a striker right after landing the fourth light attack in a combo, the striker effect is enhanced. Strikers are available right away at the beginning of the fight, and after they are summoned, there is a meter that must be built up before they can be used again. Some build up over time, while others build up landing hits and by being struck. Funnily enough, this is something that is not exactly similar. In Marvel Future Revolution, they got something called companions, which is kind of weird to note that, like, you know, this game has been going on for a lot longer and takes longer to kind of like put stuff in, whereas other games are kind of like, right, well, they've already have something like this that was, whilst the time that you were talking about it, it was like, it's there, boom. Differences with that, with the companion system, Marvel Future Revolution, it's more like you don't have to earn to get it. With this, it looks like, you know, it's you have to kind of like do like the light attack combo in order to kind of raise the strength. And also there's a summon meter, which is kind of the same thing with Marvel Future Revolution, and some build up over time while others build up by landing hits and being struck. So whether or not this is going to play into the future of being able to have strikers, whether or not you need Relic's permission in order to do it, and how this works, is it going to be a socket based system ongoing? There's still a lot of questions, but for now it's just something that is rooted to this side quest for essentially a test bed to experiment, which is kind of, as I said here, it's experimental mechanic. And as I said, for me, I am really excited for this because it just adds something that's just like fresh. It's a fresh new thing that's added in, and I hope in time this is something that a lot of players can, like, you know, grab and go like, okay, well, I can go into this fight with a striker. Especially because, like, it'd be cool to say you're in something like endgame content, the Grandmaster, you summon a striker, and it makes like the interaction better. You know, it blocks unblockables. It, I don't know, allows for power control, because that just shakes up the boundaries of champion availability, rosters, and just acquiring something that's going to be, okay, do I need to bring this hashtag champion to this, hashtag champion to that, this option for this? Imagine having like one striker that you could bring in that kind of saves you and helps you out if you, number one, make a mistake, or number two, have a limited coverage of certain things or coverage of roster. So yeah, I really am looking forward to this, providing Kabam do it well. And let's just say it's always these 50, now it's a 50-50, not like an 80-20 whether or not Kabam are going to get it right. It's now 50-50 whether or not it's going to be implemented and be wrong or bad or broken, or implemented being good and everyone loves it. So yeah, 50-50 chance on this. To be honest, I think a lot of people would go like 70-30 in favor of it not actually going to be entered in going correctly, but we'll see what happens in January. As I said, there's lots of things that are on offer for January, like solo events, solo objectives, where the rewards include Compass and month's crystal shards, which is going to be great. So there's a Cavalier crystal on board. We'll probably do plenty of guides on the channel and stuff like where to go, cheese options and stuff like that. So it's going to be pretty cool. Looking forward to next month, actually. But, you know, we still have this month to get done, and we've got a lot of festive-based things that is exciting enough. The pool of anthropomorphic crystal is kind of like here. So we've got like Mole Man, Man Thing, Howard the Duck, Hitmonkey, Dragon Man, Beast, a whole host of champions, Spider Ham, and you know, there's some good champions there. There's some you kind of maybe don't want to kind of like all of a sudden pick up, like Rhino or Trash Panda. But yeah, like it's going to be a cool month, January. Looking forward to it, and hopefully some fun stuff. You know, some fun surprises as well. And yeah, that's definitely been the video. You can check out some other content I'm posting on this channel by, you know, having a look on the screen right now, which should be my predictions for champions for 2022, and also you know, the news of today. So yeah, look out for that. Thanks very much for coming by to the channel, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye for now.